Another muted open. S&P's barely up 1/10 of a point. Let's get to Bob Pisani. Bob?
Mixed open, guys. Semiconductors are leading. Transports are a real problem for the industrial group, though. Let's just take a look at some of the sectors there. There's the VANECK semi. Some very positive news on the earnings front here. Another new high in consumer staples. Banks March of the week, not unusual in earnings week for them. Transports, here's the problem. That's CSX, all the railroads week, as they disappointed and gave disappointing guidance. I want to talk about semiconductors. ASML, this is a big Dutch semiconductor capital equipment company. Everybody's worried they're going to lower guidance. Everybody's going to lower guidance in the semiconductors because it's been a year from hell from them, but it didn't happen. Not only did they beat, they're over in the Netherlands, not only did they beat, but they affirmed their full-year revenue guidance. That was a huge relief to everybody who's been worried about the semiconductor space. It's trading up 6% over in Europe. I mentioned the year from hell for semiconductors. I mean, just look what's been going on here. We have the global economic slowdown that started arguably back in September of last year, the China trade war. They got the Huawei ban. We've got those Japanese export restrictions on the South Koreans. That's hurting them over there. It's just been very difficult. And the result, the profit margins have been collapsing for these semiconductor companies. If you look, the numbers aren't out yet. I mean, these are estimates for the second quarter that we have right now. So we're talking about 26% profit margin likely here. Last year was 33%. That's a big contraction overall for that group here. And yet, if you look at the semiconductor ETF, this is the SMH, the one I use all of the time, it's only 5% from its historic high. Look, if we're back over here, we're not that far away. Why, if the business is so crummy, is things doing well? Because there's an endless belief that this industry is going to keep expanding, that it's not about cell phones anymore, that it's about cloud computing, big expansion, artificial intelligence, big expansion, autos, big expansion, 5G. Everything is going to keep needing more semiconductors. And so there's an almost infinite belief that this space is going to keep expanding. We'll see, but the profit margin contraction is a big problem. Regional banks are finally reporting. I love regional banks because they don't have trading operations. They talk about commercial loan growth and personal loan growth, and that's what you want to look at. And these numbers are good. Look at the average loan growth for these big regional banks. I've been complaining for years. It's been crummy. It's about 2%, 2.5% for years. All of a sudden, look at this. We're getting numbers in the 3. This is average loan growth. U.S. Bancorp almost 4%. That's a terrific number. Comerica 3, PNC Bank. And you break it down more granularly. Can't get into all of them. But if you look at U.S. Bancorp, the residential mortgage is strong. Credit card growth was good. Commercial was good overall. Excellent. This is what you want to look at when you look at the strength of the U.S. economy. These numbers are better than they were several years ago. Take a look at the numbers here today with the stocks here. You see Comerica down. There was a bottom line miss there, and that's why that stock's trading down. Other than that, if you look at most of these stocks, it's not that unusual for the KBE, which is the main bank ETF, to trade down in the week immediately following earnings reports. And you see we're flattish here, but I would expect this to be flattish to down. I mean, we've been complaining about the bank stocks for many, many years. Overall, it's a mixed open today. Carl, back to you.